So Matthew Perry, Chandler Bing of Friends, has an upcoming memoir coming up titled Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Things that will be released after Halloween. Perry discussed about his opioid and alcohol addiction. Chris Farley, as we all know, also had problems with drugs as well. Now, Matthew Perry and Chris Farley actually worked together in the movie Almost Heroes, which was Chris's last movie before his death. The movie was released on May 29th, 1998, just 5 months after Chris Farley's death. Well, Matthew punched a hole in the wall through Jennifer Aniston's dressing room when he found out that Chris died. So this was during season 4 of Friends. Chris's death hit Matthew really hard. Matthew said that Chris's disease had progressed faster than his did. Plus, Matthew had a healthy fear of the word heroin, a fear that he did not share. Matthew also said that 2 weeks after Chris's death, he had to promote their film, which they both barely finished due to their addictions. Matthew also found himself publicly discussing Chris's death from drugs and alcohol while he was high the entire time. No one knew, not even his friends and family. Matthew Perry, man, he's gone through a lot with drugs and alcohol, man, during his time on Friends. But eventually his castmates and the crew on Friends, they caught on to it. At one point, Jennifer Aniston approached him and she said she knew that he was drinking because her and the others could smell it on Matthew. And Matthew thought, to be confronted by Jennifer was devastating for him. And so Jennifer basically reached out to Matthew the most. And Matthew was grateful that she reached out to him when she did. So I'm just glad that Matthew Perry is doing much better. I mean, you can tell nowadays with his appearance that the drugs and the alcohol really got to him hard. And you have some people judging him on his appearance and saying, probably some women saying, oh, he used to be so attractive. What happened? And all this. And I'm glad that the cast of Friends, his castmates, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer, I'm glad that they were there by his side to help him get through it. And there's a reason why that those 6 are friends to this day. Him being on Friends has really helped him get through it. Because I heard at some point he only had a 2% chance of living, something like that. Wow. I mean, if he didn't make it, oh man, that would have been a big black hole for the legacy of Friends. The show wouldn't have been the same without him, and the show probably wouldn't have lasted 10 seasons like it actually did if he didn't survive. So thank God he survived. But not only were the 6 castmates friends on the show, but they're friends in real life to this day. I think that's a beautiful and great thing. Because, you have some people who are part of a show. Some will continue being friends after the show, but then you have some that don't want anything to do with them. They just don't be around them anymore. I think I'm going to talk more about Matthew Perry's drug and alcohol addiction another time. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Later.